Okay. In the last class, we have studied about transducers. So I'm just giving a small review about transducers. Transducer is a device which converts one form of energy into another form. So we have to study only electrical transducer. So electrical transducer which gives electrical output by changing some mechanical displacement or strain. Okay. So this input of this transducer, electrical transducer, which is produced by a primary sensor. Primary sensors are different types, mainly spring, diaphragm, bimetallic strip, orifice, venturi tube type of instruments are used as primary sensors to produce a mechanical displacement or strain. Okay. The input to be measured may be either pressure, temperature, or level, or anything. That physical parameter is changed into a displacement by using some instruments like this, and the output of primary sensor is given to our electrical transducer. Okay. So here you can see the input may be temperature, pressure, or anything which is sensed by a primary sensor, and that primary sensor produces a output which is readable by a electrical transducer. That may be mechanical displacement or strain. So input of a transducer will be mechanical displacement or strain or any motion, and that motion is converted into our electrical output. Okay. So either diaphragm, bimetallic strip, something are used as primary sensors. Okay, so there are different advantages by using electrical output. So by using electrical output, we can amplify, and also there is we need only less power to control any process. So we are using electrical output for controlling process or any instrumentation system. So we are going to study different types of transducers. Okay. So mainly transducers are classified into electromechanical and electromagnetic transducers. So in which first I'm going to tell you about electromechanical transducers. Electromechanical transducer means in such transducer an electrical output is produced to an output of mechanical displacement or strain. Okay, so mechanical displacement or strain is the input to the electromechanical type of instrument which converts that mechanical displacement or strain into a electrical signal. Okay, so a primary sensor will senses the force or physical parameter to be measured, and that will be converted to a displacement or strain. That strain is applied to electromechanical transducer which produces an electrical output. Okay, so these are of different type: resistance type, capacitive type, or piezoelectric. I will explain it, each one detail. Okay, so and first classification, main classification is electromechanical type. And next classification is inductive type or electromagnetic transducers. Okay. Inductive type transducers are of two types. They are classified mainly as two types, that is self-generating type and what non-self-generating type. Within the name itself, you can identify what is self-generating type. That means in which it produces a field by itself. There is no need of any external electrical source to work. That type of transducer. That is self-generating type. They are working with the energy which is produced by itself. Non-self-generating type is it needs an external electrical source of energy to work as a transducer. So നമ്മളൊരു എക്സ്ട്രാ വോൾട്ടേജ് സോഴ്സ് കണക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രമേ നമുക്കൊരു ഫിസിക്കൽ ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെന്റിന് ഇലക്ട്രിക്കൽ ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ആയിട്ട് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ ഇൻ നോൺ സെൽഫ് ജനറേറ്റിംഗ് ടൈപ്പ്. In self-generating type, it can convert a physical energy into an electrical energy without any external source connection. Okay. So a self-generating type are of three type: electrodynamic, electromagnetic and eddy current type, and non-self-generating type are attachment, air gap and LVDT. We are going to study these type in detail. Okay, so first one here you can see the electromechanical type, in which resistance type instrument. So first one is potentiometric resistance type transducer. It is a electromechanical transducer. So in this connection, you can see potentiometric resistance type transducer. You can see a potentiometer here. Potentiometer or variable resistor. A variable resistor, its arm is connected to a object which is connected to a motion or physical motion to be measured. നമുക്ക് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു physical motion, either it may be this motion will be the output of a primary sensor. Okay, primary sensor will sense the physical form of energy which we have to convert to an electrical output. So നമുക്ക് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ട input നമ്മൾ ഈ ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിലോട്ട് അറ്റാച്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. So the motion produced by the primary sensor is attached to this object. So this object is connected to the arm of potentiometer. So any motion applied to this object will produce a change in resistance in this variable potentiometer. So നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഒരു object move ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ this arm will move either to left or right. So the resistance value will changes. So the current flowing through this will change due to this resistance. So when we take an output across these 2 points, the output E0 is the voltage across these 2 points across potentiometer. Voltage across potentiometer will changes due to the change in resistance. So the output voltage E0 is proportional to the motion. So we can convert that motion into proportional output voltage E0 by changing the object position. Okay, so നമുക്ക് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു physical displacement. The physical displacement to be measured is applied to this object. This object is connected to the arm of potentiometer. So by varying the position of arm, we can vary the resistance of this potentiometer. We have applied a voltage across it. So there will be a voltage across this potentiometer. By changing the position of variable resistor, we can change the resistance. So corresponding the voltage across B and A will be changes. So output voltage across these 2 points will be proportional to the motion of this object. So we can convert a physical displacement as the electrical output E0. Okay. Then next type is inductive type transducer. Now we are going to study. Here there are another capacitive piezoelectric. I will explain in later. Okay. First resistance type is I have explained here. Now I am going to explain about inductive transducers. Inductive transducers are of self-generating and non-self-generating type, in which we know self-generating type is electrodynamic type, electromagnetic and eddy current type. These are explained here. So first one, electrodynamic type. Okay, in which you can see a magnet here, and it's a cross section of a hollow cylinder. A non-magnetic material cylinder is placed here. This portion, it's a cross section of a hollow cylinder which is bound by a, this portion is a cylinder. Okay, in which we have wounded a wire, a coil is wounded on the cylinder. Okay, so the cross sectional view is shown here. So a coil wounded on a hollow cylinder of non-magnetic material. Okay, cylinder is a non-magnetic material and which moves in the annular space of a fixed magnet. Here it is a fixed magnet having north and south pole here. So it produces a magnetic field here. Here there will be magnetic field. So a non-magnetic material of hollow cylinder wounded by a coil. So this cylinder is moves in this annular space of magnet. So what happened? and we are taking two coils from the end of the coil to take the output voltage. Okay, so when we move this cylinder into the magnet or to the left side of the magnet, what happened? It cuts the magnetic flux here. The magnetic flux lines present here will be cuts by this coil. So when the coil cuts the magnetic flux, you have studied the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Any change, whenever we cuts the magnetic flux, it induces an EMF in that coil. Any change in any rate of change of flux will produces a EMF in that coil, and the value of EMF will be directly proportional to the rate of change of flux. You have studied the Faraday's law. So by placing a coil on a hollow cylinder, that cylinder is a non-magnetic material, and that coil is moves in this region of the magnetic field. So it cuts the magnetic field and produces an EMF E across these 2 points, that is the output voltage. So output voltage is proportional to the rate of change of flux on it. So how we use this property of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction to convert a physical motion into electrical signal? We are connecting this motion to be measured. The output of a primary sensor is connected to our cylinder. Okay. So when we connect a physical motion to be measured, this will be motion either into the left side or an annular motion. Okay. So horizontal motion either to left or right side is connected or attached. That primary sensor is attached to our hollow cylinder, which is found by a coil. Okay. So when there is a motion or displacement in our primary sensor, that same displacement will occur on the cylinder itself also. So നമ്മൾ കൊടുത്ത primary motion നമ്മുടെ സിലിണ്ടറിലോട്ട് അറ്റാച്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഒരു ആം വെച്ച് അറ്റാച്ച് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. So the output of the primary sensor will affect the same motion on the cylinder also. So cylinder moves within the annular space of magnetic field. So this which cuts the magnetic field and produces an EMF E at the end of two coils. So this output voltage is proportional to this motion. അല്ലേ? നമ്മൾ റേറ്റ് ഓഫ് ചേഞ്ച് ഓഫ് ഫ്ലക്സ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനനുസരിച്ചാണ് ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് വോൾട്ടേജ് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ ദ റീസൺ ഫോർ ചേഞ്ച് ഇൻ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡ് ഇസ് ദിസ് മോഷൻ. സോ this output voltage is proportional to the motion. So we can convert a physical motion or displacement as an electrical output voltage by this arrangement. Okay. So a magnet, here a magnet is used, a permanent magnet is used here. Okay. Then, and a hollow cylinder. Cylinder is a non-magnetic material and a coil is wounded on it. And this cylindrical arrangement is attached to the motion to be measured. And when there is a motion, the same effect will be produced in the cylinder. So the cylinder moves in the magnetic field and which cuts the magnetic field, and that rate of change of flux will induces an EMF E as the output voltage. So this output voltage is proportional to our motion. Okay. If we want to measure a rotary motion, ഒരു rotational motion ആണ് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെങ്കിൽ, we can use the same electrodynamic type transducer for measure the rotatory motion. Rotatory motion എങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ measure ചെയ്യുക? The hollow cylinder is attached to a shaft. This shaft is rotating to that rotation is attached to the primary sensor. That means shaft is attached to the primary sensor which produce a rotationary motion. So when the shaft moves, correspondingly that coil also moves in the annular space of our magnet. It's an iron core placed inside it. So when there is a magnetic field, that rotation of the coil will produces a rate of change of flux. When we take an output across the end of coil, that E0 will be proportional to the motion. Okay. Rotatory motion ആണ് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെങ്കിൽ a rotatory motion to be measured is attached to that coil, and when the coil rotates, a rate of change of flux will occur. That rate of change of flux will be will produce an EMF E0 that will be proportional to this motion. Okay. So these are the two type of electrodynamic transducers. Electrodynamic type transducer. In electrodynamic type transducer, coil is moving, that magnet is stationary. Okay. Next one. Here it is, electromagnetic transducer. Electromagnetic transducer is, here a voltage is induced in the coil when a magnetic flux about it is varied due to the motion of the object. This is the object. Okay. This object is a ferromagnetic material, which is attached to the motion to be measured. നമുക്ക് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ട physical displacement or strain is attached to this ferromagnetic material. So when it moves into this position or near to the magnet, what happened? It's a ferromagnetic material. So it experiences the magnetic field on this permanent magnet. So there is a change in magnetic field occurs when a ferromagnetic material approaches to the magnet or it moves away from the magnet. It produces a change in magnetic field. So here a coil is wounded here on the permanent magnet. So at the end, we take the end of the coil to a voltmeter. That voltmeter deflects and this gives an output voltage. That output voltage is proportional to the motion of this object. Okay, so it is a ferromagnetic material. Object is a ferromagnetic material. This object is attached to the motion to be measured, physical motion to be measured. So when we move this ferromagnetic material near to or away from the magnet, it changes the magnetic field. So the flux linked with this coil changes. So when the flux linkage changes, a change in EMF will be produced in this coil. So this EMF is proportional to this motion. Okay. So this is linear only for a small motion. Disadvantages, this object, when we move away from at a far distance, there will be no flux linkage with the magnetic flux produced by this magnet. So we cannot measure a higher movement, higher motion. This is linear only for a very small motions, only to measure only vibrations or small motions. We can only use this electromagnetic type instrument. Okay. Next one is eddy current type transducer. Here a non-ferrous plate. This one is a non-ferrous plate moves in a direction perpendicular to the lines of flux. Here we have placed two magnets, north and south poles here. So a magnetic field will be there in the air. A non-ferrous plate is placed within this magnetic field. So it moves in a direction perpendicular to the flux, line of flux in it. Okay. So, and we are connecting this non-ferrous plate to the vertical motion to be measured. നമുക്ക് measure ചെയ്യേണ്ട physical displacement or strain എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു vertical motion ആണ്. We have attached that non-ferrous plate to the our motion or displacement to be measured. Okay, so this non-ferrous plate moves up and down within this magnetic field. What happens? It will produce a change in magnetic flux or rate of change of flux will occur here. That means it produces a leakage current in this coil wound on the permanent magnet. Okay. So a change in magnetic field will produce as a leakage current. That leakage current is known as eddy current. That current flows through this coil which is wound on a permanent magnet. And this eddy current setup a magnetic field in a direction opposing the magnetic field that creates them. We have already studied Lenz's law and Faraday's law. Lenz's law എന്താ പറയുന്നത്? Any change in a current when a current change in a coil which opposes the change which causes the production of it. Lenz's law is if there is any change in current in a coil which opposes the cause which produces it. എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇവിടെ കോയിലിൽ ഒരു കറണ്ട് പ്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തു. Here we said that when this non-ferrous material moves within this magnetic field, a change in flux occurs and it produces the leakage current in the coil wound on permanent magnet. So a change in current occurs in this coil or a current produced in that coil. So that current will tends to oppose the cause which produces it. So here the reason for current is change in magnetic flux. So it opposes the cause which produces it. That means it opposes the magnetic field. So and that will produce the leakage current, eddy current to oppose the magnetic field. So this EMF produced due to that eddy current. So which is known as eddy current or leakage current type transducer. That means when a non-ferrous plate moves across the magnetic field, it changes the magnetic flux linked with this coil. So that change will cause a current flowing through this coil. That leakage current produces an EMF. So this EMF is proportional to this motion. Okay. So when if we want to measure a physical displacement or vertical motion, we connect that to this non-ferrous material which moves within the magnetic field. So when we wound a coil on the permanent magnet and we take an output at the end of this coil, we get an output voltage here which is proportional to the motion attached to this plate. So these are the electromagnetic type transducer. And next one is non-self-generating type. Here we have used permanent magnets. In each type we have used a permanent magnets here. So there is no need of external energy to produce a magnetic field. Here always a magnetic field is present due to permanent magnets. So non-self-generating type, I have already told that there is a need of extra source of energy to produce an output voltage. Okay. So non-self-generating type, in which first one is attachment type inductance transducer. So attachment type inductance transducer means here you can see two inductors L1 and L2. L1 and L2 is connected between these points and a core is moved like core. This core is moved up and down. That means if we want to measure a vertical motion, we attach that motion or primary sensor output to this core. So this core is made up of high permeability steel. Okay. This core is made up of high permeability steel and which is attached to the moving object. Moving object. Some object will be there. That motion of that object is attached to this core. So the motion changes the length of core inserted in this coil.